So this week on MumsinTech, we looked at CSS and HTML. I think I'm starting to understand the concepts, which is that effectively we're learning a language or languages, um, how to tell the computer what we want to do, what we want a web page to look like, which probably sounds really simple, but it helps to think of it that way. I suppose the problem is that it's going to take a lot of practice and a lot of time to learn that language. Some bits are really tough, so we covered Git. That seems quite hard to grasp. We've had homework in it as well, which I'm struggling to do, but Google is my friend, I think, for that. Still enjoying learning about tech and learning how to build a web page. But as I say, it's a challenge, and I've got to try and be a bit better organised and figure out when I can fit some extra time into the week to do a bit more outside of the lessons. We also had a really, really good talk from Code Kingdom about how they started out and where they're up to now and where they're going. And that was really interesting because I've always had at the back of my mind this idea that I'd really love to be an entrepreneur, but never really had any idea what I would do, and I still don't, to be honest. But what was useful about that talk was thinking about what skills I actually do have that I could apply. So we talked about how when you've got a startup, you've got to do everything. You've got to do the hiring, you've got to interview people, payroll, finance, all of that kind of stuff. And actually, I have got some of those skills from the years that I've worked for businesses. So I've done a lot of hell of a lot of interviews actually, interviewing other people, and worked in finance. So it does give you a bit of hope that actually there are things that you could do if you just actually take a really fresh look at what skills you have got. They could be applied to other things that you take for granted, actually things that other people perhaps have no experience of. So that was interesting. In terms of getting Miss Macy here to stay with other people during the lesson, still no go, but we'll persevere, and we'll be back with another update next week.